Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to the 12th of October, 2018. Do you know that today I've been working at Pro Caliber for 18 years? That's crazy. That's a long time. And it's Friday. You know, it's 18 years today I've been working for Pro Caliber.
Holy crap.
Well, it started out as Longview Motorsports, but became Pro Caliber.
Yeah.
Same owner all the way through.
Years. Holy moly.
Yeah, buddy. All right, Mo. Start off our Friday.
All right. Happy anniversary.
Yeah. Cool.
Work anniversary.
Yeah.
Look at them stealing stuff.
I know, they're meatheads. 36 degrees again this morning, Mama.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Crazy man.
That's way too close to freezing.
Yeah.
Well, little woman,
Oh,
much prettier today.
yes, it is.
We'll take it. But I'm gonna run on down there and start my free ID.
Oh, right. I see you at the water.
Love, see you, bye.
Love you.
Bye-bye. So the gentleman that was here yesterday, and we're looking at the Rally Package 850 here, outside the window there yesterday. He came in this morning buying the 750. The thing hadn't even been on the floor for 12 hours yet, and she's rolling out. Well, I guess it's been over 12 hours, but I guess they went out and rode. They swapped back and forth between the 850 and 750, and he chose the 750. Very cool. I don't even know his name, but if you ever stumble across this video, congratulations, kind sir. That's a way cool motorcycle. So I used two Drift HD mics in this thing. One's in each shake. Then I have a stereo to mono converter. But I forgot, I put one of those Sony mics on top here. So I switched to that. I got both plug-ins. I forgot that was there. I go, what the heck is that? Wow, I forgot. So we'll see how this sounds. This may be a bust, but we'll give it a shot. Well, I'll put this clip before the two clips, if I can even use them. I was telling you about using the mic. Well, still don't know. Because I just came down the hill and realized I didn't plug the adapter into the camera. So, if you don't see any clips before this, they were a bust. I'll use some of them. It's gonna be real wind noisy, nasty sounding. I'm sure. I'll pull the card out and listen to it on the... Oh man. You know how long it's been since I've made that mistake? I can't believe I did that. I rode a 750 and an 850 back to back. Unbelievable. Alrighty. Yeah, I just listened to it. It's pretty much junk. Dadgummit. I'll see what I can salvage out of it when I get home. Man, that's like motovlogging rookie status right there. Can't believe I forgot to plug that thing in. I mean, it's been a long time since I've done that. That was two fun rides too. But all you hear is this wind noise when I'm going down the road. I'll see what I can salvage, so I'll put that up next. Whatever I can. This is the second 750GS. Man, I like that color. I like the black mags as opposed to the gray ones. In that white and black color scheme with a little red going down the seat. I hope this probably should shut the shield a little bit because the mics are up in my forehead, not down by my mouth. But I did that because that Sony mic can be a little oversensitive at times. And hopefully I think I tested this on my iron, and going down the freeway, it was too much noise and the mic went. So we'll have a test it out. Alright, because I'm convinced that I'm not going to be able to use any of that footage, or very, very little of it. I'm going to take this one, take a very quick ride on it, and talk to you guys about it. Talk about different things. I found a some stuff in the training manual. I'd love to show you that, but there's all kinds of warnings that we're not supposed to. I'm sure you can find this on your own, but I'm not supposed to discuss it. So where I found it, and with those warnings, I can't show it to you. Really cool stuff though. And this motor, it may be assembled in Japan and manufactured in Japan, but this motor is 110% BMW. BMW just has a certain way of doing things, and I'm here to tell you it is purely BMW. I literally could just take off on this thing and never return. I'm just going to do a quick turn around here. I'm not going to go all the way through. Let's make sure I don't get ran over. I'm telling you, the light through this transition lens is phenomenal. It's so pleasing. It just makes everything so clear. And it freaks me out when I flip the thing up. Everything has a green look. You know how your camera, you go from one light source to another and it takes the white balance? The camera goes, whoa! And all of a sudden it figures it out. It's what your eyes do when you flip this shield up after riding on it. I keep using the clutch. It's got Shift Assist Pro. Because you can feel there's this weird little bit of interaction that goes on when you use the clutch, you know, because the Shift Assist doesn't, you use the clutch, it doesn't just go away, it's still there, you know. You notice it mostly, man, BMW's got this slippery transmission. You go first, second, first, second, first, second. Did I explain? Yeah, you could probably hear that. I was talking about how it appears like it's like a Harley where if the clutch is in, the gear indicator disappears. It was me touching the lever ever so slightly. So I've been asked about low chassis versions. The low chassis version is only available in the 750, and the difference, there's about 2 inches suspension travel difference between the 850 and the 750. Not low chassis, just the regular 750 versus regular 850. Seat height, you know, with a standard seat is 1.8 inches different. It's 32 inches on the 750 and 33.8 on the 850. I don't remember what the weight was. I know that the 850 fully wet, ready to ride with a full tank of gas is 504 pounds. The 850 makes 90 horsepower at, I want to say it's 8,000 RPMs, and it's making 63 foot-pounds of torque at 7,500 RPMs. So the peak horsepower and torque are hitting about the same. The 750, surprisingly, is only 2 foot-pounds of torque less. It's 61 foot-pounds of torque, and it's like at 250 RPMs less is when it peaks, the 750. And it's, well, I got 2 conflicting things. One of the instruction sheets said it was 78 horsepower, another one said it's 77, but I think I've heard 78 more often than 77, so I think it's 78 horsepower at 61 foot-pounds of torque. Right now, this is surprising. I would have thought over 100 horsepower easy on this thing, and I would have thought the torque numbers were higher. When you ride this thing, it feels way more than 90 horsepower at 63 foot-pounds of torque. And surprisingly, the 750, 78 horsepower, I mean a 12 horsepower drop, there is not that much of a difference. What I notice is the 850 feels very, very responsive. Now, in all fairness, I was riding them both in dynamic mode, and that dynamic mode may be tuned a little different than the others. So we had a little issue. Both of those 750s, on the VIN inquiry, it shows the options on it, and option 244 was showing on both of the 750s that we received. And what that is the Drive Mode Pro. It's the encoding chip that sits under the seat. And looking through my literature, and then I was talking to to Mike up there, who's one of the BMW salesmen as well, and he's going, yeah, the 750 does not, that's not an option. That's a little chip you plug in. It has a little blind plug on there. You pop it out and you put the chip in, and that gives you an Enduro Pro and the ability, you can manipulate Enduro Pro, which is really cool. You know, like on my 2017 Enduro Pro, you had less traction control. It turned ABS off on the rear, and you know, it was I think the throttle response was a little different. But now with these things, you can actually go into the settings. I won't go through all that, and you can manipulate. You can have some traction control. I think there's like 3 or 4 steps, you know, from no traction control to full traction control. This lady's looking at me like I'm crazy over here talking to myself. There's the toolkit that comes with it. Kind of cool little tools in there. Nice little stowage area underneath the seat. Seat comes off kind of like the 800s did, with one exception. It's got a hook in the middle here, and it's a little weird to put it on. There's your ODB2 connector, positive, negative, your main fuse. That's about the only fuse you got on these things. Everything else is controlled by the ground module, which used to be called a ZFE, and kind of does the same thing but different. And let's talk about the low chassis. Low chassis is only in the 750, and you're losing 20 millimeters, or about 0.8 of an inch of travel. It lowers it, so even more so yet. So it's already 2 inches lower than the 850, and you get basically another inch. And unfortunately, this thing has dynamic suspension on it. They call it ESA, and the ESA comes with this nice external reservoir and all this kind of cool stuff. But with the low chassis, that is not available. So you get a standard suspension in the low chassis on the 750. You do not have the ESA suspension option, which magical, absolutely magical. And the 750s only have the conventional forks. There is no upside down fork option. You notice a little, this is clearly a better suspension. You can tell it right away. And if you're ever looking at these things, 2 things will tell you right away whether it has ESA or not. One, all the ESAs on the 750, 850s has a red spring, and it also has this remote reservoir. Exhaust is on the right instead of the left, like the 700, 800s. Chain is on the left instead of the right, like the 700, 800s. The calipers were changed in a way that allows us to use the cross spoke wheels, which are super strong. They're tubeless. They could refer to it as a 3-way catalytic converter, but the cat is sitting in the head pipe just past the O2 sensor. This is a pre-muffler with some kind of like a sound wave modulator or something like that. Kind of helps the purge, kind of like an expansion chamber on a 2-stroke type of deal. And with it sitting there, the muffler can on the back doesn't have to be gigantic. But yeah, I don't know what else to talk about at the moment. It's on top of my head, and let's go take this thing back. Unfortunately, there's like that rally package. I think I already explained that. It's just a color option. It comes, you know, standard with the guards. That 750 that the gentleman bought today, the one with the gray wheels, and it has this is like some kind of a, this is not, but it's like a chrome, it's like a metal or some metal type of affair. This is a painted one. This is a base model 850 right here, and the rally is the top tier. There's 3 versions. I think the middle one is actually called the exclusive, but the 750 the guy bought, and I rode you guys on yesterday, that gray one had hand guards and kind of gray wheels instead of black, the mag wheels. That is the exclusive package. They call it style exclusive. So there's not, you know, when they call them rally, I'm thinking, you know, you get the cool suspension, all this other, you know, the sport suspension option or whatever. That's still, you know, for the boxers, not the twins. Yeah. It's crazy. Just the lightest throttle and the front wheel just gets really light. It feels like so much more than 90 horsepower. It's crazy. And it's got this new designed throttle body that is, man, that'd be a whole vlog in itself explaining how that thing works. For like the first certain percent of, ooh, yeah, everything turned green when I lift that shield up. But the, I don't know, first 10% or something there, they actually gave me the specs. The throttle plate's not opening, it's using this air bleed thing. It's kind of cool. It's funny, people hear this thing running and it just absolutely grabs their attention. Alright, so there's our test for the mic. We'll see if it worked. Alright, guys and gals, thank you guys very much. Alright, let's see if I can do this without the sun being in your face. We're rolling away from work. That way we're not like in Woodland or something. Go, oh, by the way, we left.
Oh, yeah, we're leaving now.
Oh boy, look at all the red. That ain't good. Alright.
My goodness.
Well, hello there, YouTube. And look, an outside goodbye vlog.
Barely made it.
Those are going to be rare. I didn't even put the car away yet, or truck. I thought, let's do it. It's daylight out. Let's bust out a goodbye vlog.
Make her fast.
Yep, gotta do her quick. So, man, today's a day of vlogging fails. Or one good one on 2 bikes. That just burns my butt.
Oh.
I was so excited about trying that other mic. I forgot that mic was up in the helmet. Unplugged one, plugged another one in, and just lost my mind from there. I don't know what I did.
Oh, bless you.
So I don't know if any of that's, well, you'll know by the time you got here whether I used any of it or not, but I did do well, you'll just see. Yeah, you already know what's happened by the time you got here.
Yes.
Why do I always try to explain that? Because I haven't seen any of it yet. So.
Yep, so it's hard to tell yourself, you know, whatever it is,
Yeah.
it's already done, so
Yeah.
no sense in explaining.
Dadgummit. But anyway, those things will happen from time to time. But on two really fun motorcycles, that really bums me out.
Yeah, sorry.
Especially when I got a chance to spend a little time on that 850. So, oh well, things happen.
Yep.
There'll be way more 750s and 850s to come because I think we're going to see a lot of those.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, cool motorcycle. Anyway, I think I'm going to let you guys go, button things up, get inside where it's warm. I don't know what the temperature is out here, but it feels quite cold.
Yes.
It's clear, so it's cold.
Yeah, and it's going to get real cold.
Yeah, 36 it was again this morning.
Yeah.
Brr.
Alrighty, well thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and I hope your Saturday or Sunday are awesome.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, till tomorrow.
Guys, take care.
Thank you guys very much now.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.